Hello everyone. This garden, Ram Sorat Giberson garden ช่อง Ram Giberson เพิ่งเปิดค่ะ oh hello, I just started the channel last week, brand new, still have a lot to learn. But I wanted to go ahead and open the channel and start sharing with the neighbor and to everybody that interesting about gardening. And other thing, I'm going to be doing other thing too besides gardening. This is Ram Sorat Giberson in Ram Sorat Gardening channel. Ram Giberson Channel. Okay, today I'm gonna talk about, since this is the winter time, 2-3 clips ago I talked about pruning Japanese maple, low grow Japanese maple, then mulching. Today I'm gonna be talking about the pond. This pond, today I don't have anybody to hold the camera, so I'm gonna talk behind the camera and I'm gonna hold the camera and move along to what I'm gonna be telling you. Please be patient because I am learning, and I invited you to come and learn with me. This channel is about self-taught and learning together. Okay, I'm gonna talk about this pond right here. When I started it, would be the idea was when we cleared this lot, there were a lot of red clay that washing down from all the way to what you see there. Sorry, I can't go over there to point it out, but you can see that is kind of high, and then this is kind of low. And when we clear out some grass and some bushes and stuff like that, it would be a lot of red clay that coming down here. This garden is built by self-taught and self-motivation, and have some help from some designer to help me start it. But overall, I had created it and kind of do it myself, because I start with people who build the pond and they make so much mistake. So I decided that to kind of do it myself, and then bit by bit, and we did. I said I want that. Okay. I am sorry to be very casual. I don't know how to be formal. Then we hire people come in to do. They make so many mistakes, so I ask them to leave, and then I kind of take over and kind of start and build the garden, build the pond from the problem that they left to create it to what we see. You're gonna be seeing a lot more to what we are seeing right now. So before I talk about the pond, I'm gonna point it out just a little bit why I put the pond here. I'm putting the camera up to the room right here. The room right here is the dining room. So I wanted to look from the dining room window down. I'm sorry, I'm gonna move the camera back down to the garden and to the pond. So as you imagine, when you look at that from that window, you're gonna see the pond right in the center. Right now, this pond is in the winter. I just clean out a lot of grass and moss the ground, and you can see that really nice and clean and getting ready to have the spring pop out. So I hope you come and visit with me again. When all the flowers are coming out, I'll be putting more flower in the pot and all that. Okay, now let's focus about what I'm gonna talk about the pond. uh, this pond, you see so many waterfall, but it come out from one pump. I'm gonna show you where the pump is. So I don't know, I haven't looked today, but I'm gonna open it up and show you the pump. Here. What you see here is a big basket that we dug down to the ground, and then the water that coming in from there. I'm gonna show you right here. Sorry, I didn't have anything to put it out. I have to hold the camera. So the water coming in here from the pond, it going into the basket. You see the basket that's screening out all the debris that come in, and then to protect that from going to the bottom to damage the pump. You see that little hole right there? That is overflow. When it's raining or something like that, and a lot of water fill up the pond, and then the water gonna go out to that little hole there. So prevent the pond from really filling up. So what you see, the mechanism right here, the one that look kind of like balloon floating there, that's the overflow. I mean that's refilling. Sometimes when the water run, evaporate from the air or from the heat, whatever. In the winter, it's not evaporate too much because it's not a lot of heat drying out the water, the mist. So, but on and on, you need to have that kind of automatic refill when the pond kind of a little bit dry out just a little bit. I'm gonna put it back. So now, today I'm gonna talk about the waterfall, and then the next section I'm gonna tell you how the pipe is buried. And but today I'm gonna talk about the pond, talk about the pump and the pond just a little bit. And I'm gonna walk slowly without stepping on Hope. Hope, she's my cat, and she's with me all the time. It doesn't matter where I go. She always with me. Hope, little girl. So this is the pond. The rock that you see here, I have them built in right into the pond. So that way I can walk to right here and take the bucket or something like that, or some kind of something. I can take out the water from this pond and water the pot. You know that I have a lot of pots. And then this little container right here, it had a little, had actually no hole actually. It's kind of like a pot, a really, very good pot. I fill it up with the water and then some dirt on the bottom, and I put carrot inside there to let it grow, to kind of represent a texture. And in the pond, and then beside that I have a lot of rock. And you see a lot of rock that built up. And believe it or not, when I rebuild this pond, a lot of rock that what you see there, I stack up myself. The one that real heavy, I have people help me roll it and put it in, help me situate it. And then, but a lot of the pond, I don't know how I even did that, but I did. So then you see some fish that live here like this. Some fish right now, they kind of down, and there's a lot of question asked, what happened to your fish in the winter? I'm gonna go ahead and answer. If in the winter we don't feed them too often, meaning if the temperature be like above 60 degrees for like 4 days, then the water will be warm enough that we will feed them. but temperature up and down, between 50, 60, 30, somewhere there, up and down there like this. Even though the water is not freeze, we don't feed them, because they said if you feed them, their body do not need the food. So when they eat, they cannot digest. It costing them digesting problem. And then they said I don't know. They say not to feed them. It make them sick or something. That I don't know. So because of that, we don't feed them that much in the winter. Okay, now I'm gonna talk about. Sorry, I'm gonna go this way. I have to talk real fast because the clock is moving very, very fast. Then come to here. Many people ask me how you prevent the blue herons and some other animal to come and eat your fish. Answer today is, what I learned, I used to have problem with the blue heron and with the raccoon come and eat them too. But on and on, years later, I learned, this is during building the pond. I have some pond I built that way, it was not succeed. But during the time I built this pond, I kind of wonder how I'm going to build the pond without having a blue heron come and eat them. So I went online and learned about the habitat of the blue heron, what they do. So I learned that their feather, it's not repel the water. If they go in to the water too deep, they cannot fly it up. They can only go to the shallow water to kind of eat fish and things like that. So I came up with an idea, okay, to have the fish that live in the pond without being eaten by the blue heron. I have to dig the deep pond. So this pond, if you go down all the way to the bottom, it will be at least more than 6 feet. I don't remember how many feet that was. But I remember I go in there when the water filled up, I cannot stand, so I'm about 5 feet. So almost 5 feet anyway. So because of that, I understood. I probably built all the way to the bottom of the pond. I built it like maybe about 7 feet, 7.5 feet deep. It is deep, yes, it is deep. So we dug up quite a bit of dirt, and I'm gonna tell you a little bit later what I did with the dirt. So because of that, and the mini foundation to deal with this pond, and then there's a layer of felt on the bottom, the layer of gravel, a layer of sand, a layer of felt, and then there's a layer of good thick liner, get a good quality liner, and then lay it out, and then to pour it out all the way from, don't cut it too short along the rim and cut it a lot further from the rim, and you're going to be protecting it from the rocks. And this pond had been built, since I would say 19, I don't know, I forget the year. Let's say more than 15 years ago. And based on that, I don't have any problem, follow that way of doing. And then having some tunnel on the bottom of the pond to protect the fish when it's cold. So the water have to be constant, run all the time. So that way it protect the water from freeze in the winter. So it run all the time. So I don't turn it off. It run all the time. Keep the water clean also. Put a lot of oxygen back into the air and keep the water clean. And because of that, deep, that the blue heron came, they can only be in the surface of water. So when the fish go down to the water that deep, the blue heron cannot reach them. And so the raccoon. So because of that, I have fish in the pond. Since I understood which is when I build the pond, and which fish that you see here. Right now, I'm gonna bring them in kind of close. Right now they're kind of deep because the water is cool. They're going down deeper, so you can't really see them. But anyway, some of these fish are about 3 feet long, and I raised them since they were about probably about not even 3 inches long. So they've been here for all of that time, and I take really good care of them, and they don't have problem at all. So if you need some more information about this, I would love to share, because come right down to it, it's not that difficult. We just need to learn to do it correctly. And because of that, this pond, and right now I had no problem at all. Today it kind of gloomy, so it had no sun, so it kind of looked like it's gonna rain or not gonna rain, I don't know. But anyway, I feel like I need to come and share this with you. And then the rock that you see here is the lava rocks. Lava rock is so great to put it right next to the water, because they absorb water, run along the pond, and they grow the moss, and then look really natural. My aim is to build something that not a problem in the future, low maintenance and close to nature. And it is, I created it to be like a nature, work with nature. And this pond, the channel, as you see, as I'm showing you right now, at moving from the up above, built the same way, deep, put a lot of plant in the pond, make it look like the barky soda in some pot, so I can grow the plants that would have the root that keep cleaning the water. I do not use any chemical. I do not use anything that is not natural. So what you see here, the water is clean because it's being cleaned by the root that I put them in the barky, look like a barky area. Those area is not that deep, but it didn't really matter, because when blue heron come, the fish see the wrist, they come down into this area right here. It's just about as deep as what you see over there, and then they move up to. I don't clean the pond. I don't scrub that clean, because I believe in the nature. And then in the next section, I will tell you more why I didn't clean them. And what you see is the little basket from the beginning that I show you. So this waterfall, mini fall that you see here, it connected to the same pump I just showed you. Connected to the same pump that I just showed you. So now I'm gonna walk back. Sorry if I move the camera too much. Kind of very hard to coordinate it. So I'm gonna walk back. Sorry, I'm gonna start from here. And about 80% of the rock I laid them myself. This was about like more than 15 years ago. So one by one, piece by piece, like the big rock I have, like I said, I have somebody help me. So now I build to be natural along the curb. The next section I will tell you a little bit about the bridge, the walkway that I have here, and then I will explain a little bit more. But today let's enjoy about the pond here. Enjoy about the pond. And if you think about doing the winter time, this time it's big or small, it didn't really matter. Build to what you need, not what you think other people do. And that's what I build the garden based on what I need and what I can do. And as you see, I learned a lot, and I think I did a lot. So it's up to you. You want to build a little pond, or you want to build a little walkway, or you want to, this is winter gardening time, and you do it based on what you can do. And this is the time to do. And then when the spring come in, when the flower beginning to bloom, you ground it ready to plant the flower. So and that's why I do this program on the winter gardening, because gardening is about building the foundation. It's about building what they call the bone for the gardening, and then getting ready with the cleaning and mulching and all that. So when the spring comes, you can go buy the beautiful flower plant and the area that you already clean and preps. And then enjoy. You don't have to do such a hard labor. Hard labor you do when the temperature is cool. If you're gonna build a pond or you're gonna do any escaping walkway, anything like that, this is the great time to do. And I thank so much for you being with me today, and I have a lot more to share. And I want to share you a little bit more about building the pond. And it does not strict about big or small. The way to build it kind of similar. You can take what I do here and apply it to the small area too. I mean, it will work. And you have any question, and then please let's talk about it, because this gardening, Ram Giberson Channel, it's about learning together and teaching each other. And believe me, I've been doing that more than 20 years, but I sure have a lot more to learn. And I think I learned a lot more too by sharing with you guys. And thanks so much for being with me today. And this new channel, I'm still improving. Still a lot of things I didn't do what I supposed to, but eventually I will learn, and I will make better. I will be meeting to the people next week to help me to improve that, to put more detail into what I'm gonna be doing. Ram Giberson Channel, please join me. And I thank you for you watching, and please help me subscribe so I can go on and feel in I thank you very much for watching.